and mitigated. Principles like Six Sigma have pervaded innovation process design, so we now have precise measurements and strict requirements for new products to meet at each stage of their development. From the outside, it looks like companies have mastered an awfully precise scientific process, but for most of them, innovation is still painfully hit or miss. And worst of all this activity gives the illusion of progress without actually causing it. Companies are spending exponentially more to achieve only modest incremental innovations while completely missing the mark on the breakthrough innovations critical to long-term sustainable growth. As Yogi Berra famously observed, "We're lost, but we're making good time." What's gone so wrong? Here is the fundamental problem. The masses and masses of data that companies accumulate are not organized in a way that enables them to reliably predict which ideas will succeed. Instead, the data is along the lines of, "This customer looks like that one. This product has similar performance attributes as that one. And these people behaved the same way in the past." Or, 68% of customers say they prefer version A over version B. None of that data, however, actually tells you why customers make the choices that they do. Let me illustrate. Here I am, Clayton Christensen. I'm 64 years old. I'm 6 feet 8 inches tall. My shoe size is 16. My wife and I have sent all our children off to college. I live in a suburb of Boston and drive a Honda minivan to work. I have a lot of other characteristics and attributes, but these characteristics have not yet caused me to go out and buy the New York Times today. There might be a correlation between some of these characteristics and the propensity of customers to purchase the Times, but those attributes don't cause me to buy that paper or any other product. If a company doesn't understand why I might choose to hire its product in certain circumstances and why I might choose something else in others, its data, note 3, about me or people like me, note 4, is unlikely to help it create any new innovations for me. It's seductive to believe that we can see important patterns and cross-references in our data sets, but that doesn't mean one thing actually caused the other. As Nate Silver, author of The Signal and the Noise, Why So Many Predictions Fail But Some Don't, points out, ice cream sales and forest fires are correlated because both occur more often in the summer heat, but there is no causation. You don't light a patch of the Montana brush on fire when you buy a pint of Haagen-Dazs. Of course, it's no surprise that correlation isn't the same as causality, but although most organizations know that, I don't think they act as if there is a difference. They're comfortable with correlation. It allows managers to sleep at night. But correlation does not reveal the one thing that matters most in innovation, the causality behind why I might purchase a particular solution. Yet few innovators frame their primary challenge around the discovery of a cause. Instead, they focus on how they can make their products better, more profitable, or differentiated from the competition. As W. Edwards Deming, the father of the quality movement that transformed manufacturing, once said, "If you do not know how to ask the right question, you discover nothing." After decades of watching great companies fail over and over again, I've come to the conclusion that there is indeed a better question to ask. What job did you hire that product to do? For me, this is a neat idea. When we buy a product, we essentially hire something to get a job done. If it does the job well, when we are confronted with the same job, we hire that same product again. And if the product does a crummy job, we fire it and look around for something else we might hire to solve the problem. Every day, stuff happens to us. Jobs arise in our lives that we need to get done. Some jobs are little, pass the time while waiting in line. Some are big, find a more fulfilling career. Some surface unpredictably, dress for an out-of-town business meeting after the airline lost my suitcase. Some regularly, pack a healthy, tasty lunch for my daughter to take to school. Other times, we know they're coming. When we realize we have a job to do, we reach out and pull something into our lives to get the job done. I might, for example, choose to buy the New York Times because I have a job to fill my time while waiting.